Josh, welcome to the House of Pain. Welcome to my world. Yeah, you had 100% batting average, didn't you, on these? But,
I did.
I drew you into my world, my reality on these, didn't I? Yeah.
I'm feeling.
Do you want to go on? You sum it up. Do you want to start with the first half? Let's start with the first half.
The first 5 minutes, we looked up for it. We didn't let United boss it too much. It was back and forth. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. United start to grow into the game. Chances-wise, the main chances in the first half, Sonny's gone in on goal. Should have finished his chance. Goes with his right foot. Tries to do some sort of outside foot finish. Goes over the bar. Ronaldo causing problems. Cavani's movement causing problems. And it was just a case of who's going to be that killer instinct was missing in that final third. We had it with Son. And then I kind of don't remember too many opportunities. There was an offside opportunity where Sonny was offside. Was it Sonny was offside? It was Sonny causing a few issues in the United backline. But we couldn't deal with Ronaldo and Cavani's movement. And Bruno was orchestrating.
Yeah, that was the difference to me. That was the difference.
Yeah.
I agree. I think first half it was a little bit backwards and forwards. It was like 5 minutes spell Spurs, 5 minutes spell to United. It was kind of going backwards and forwards. But the difference was, and I said this during the first half, I said, the difference is when they were winning the ball in the central areas, we looked more stretched and more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it was almost like they were getting crosses. It was just missing the head. Or like Cavani was getting ahead and it was just going wide. Yeah. But very open. We looked very open. Yeah. But going in at half-time, you thought it could have gone either way. We could have even been 1-0 up maybe if Son had gone the 4 yards out.
It would have been undeserved. If we went in 1-0, I think it would have been like...
It'd have been one of those where you would have gone, we take that.
Yeah,
we take that.
You're sitting there thinking, United really did create a few chances. And it should probably be 0-0.
Yeah, but I don't think you showed the stats at half time. I don't think that painted a picture because I do think the first half was quite equally poised in terms of chances created. We just didn't get the shots off
until the first goal, wasn't it?
And then as soon as they took MOURA off, that for me was just like all the industry went. All the guile left out the team. You could actually hear the fans were booing. They actually focused on the people in the crowd going, Yeah.
I think starting Ben Davies as
well.
mistake unless someone can update us on Reguilon being injured or ill or...
If he's ill or injured, okay, but I think...
Fair enough, because you don't bring anyone else in. Who do you bring in?
You know what he's done there is he's done that to be more defensively minded.
If he's done it tactically... then what he's done is he's basically said to United, I'm respecting that you're going to attack better than us down the flanks. Yeah. And I'm going to therefore sacrifice Reguilon's attacking output on the basis that I'm going to nullify your attacking output.
It's reacting to United rather than being proactive with our own
He's not
lineup.
going toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
I mean, in these games, these big games, and let's be honest, there are competitors when it comes to top 4 or top 6 even. And you go toe-to-toe in these games because...
Well, we're at home. We're at home. Come on.
Look,
have a
I'm
go.
sure United would have taken a draw with the whole Ollie thing. I was speaking to a lot of United fans this week and they were like, we'd take a draw now because of where we're at. And I'm sure Nuno would have taken a draw. But this is where Poch got it right and he went for it. Once he got it right, he went for it toe-to-toe and we started beating the bigger teams.
He didn't always get it right, though,
Not
Poch.
always, yeah. He had that difficult
let's let
period.
Chelsea FA Cup semi, he plays Son at left wing-back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he didn't always get it right. He actually in the big games he actually panicked a little bit.
Managers make mistakes, but the quality of the mistake is what we got to look at. Now bringing in Reguilon
over
Davies.
Yeah.
I think the other way around, bringing in Davies for Reguilon. Yeah. You're basically nullifying your best attacking flank.
And he's played well this season. But also here's the thing, Josh. If you are going to do that, if you are going to go, right, we're going to play a little bit more defensive. We're going to not play Reguilon, we're going to play Davies. Yeah. And then you lose 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that say?
Well, look, United, not many expect United to go 3-5-2. 5 at the back, 5-3-2, with Shaw and with Wan-Bissaka attacking, and they were constant threats, especially
Wan-Bissaka first half as well.
He was,
I would love to see him. I would love to see him at Spurs.
He had a good game. He had a good game. He was one of the better players. Yeah. And when you look at like United's lineup, you're thinking, right, keep Bruno quiet. Which stops kind of the orchestration into Ronaldo and Cavani. But the problem you've got with Ronaldo and Cavani, sooner they've got the ball, they're looking for each other. And we saw that. That's how the goal came about. Yeah. The first goal came about. So
let's talk about the goals then, yeah?
Yeah, the first goal. So obviously, Ronaldo, come on. I mean, this man is, might be, was he 36 or he's getting on now. But in terms of finishes and movement, it doesn't go away. I mean, Harry Kane's movements disappeared and finishing.
Don't get me started.
But this man, I think it was 4 league games without a goal, and the ball's gone out. Bit of pinball. Bruno's picked it up, got his head up, and when Bruno picks it up and gets his head up, you know what's coming. An assist, or at least an opportunity created. And the ball over the top, Ben Davies, it comes down. Ronaldo gets, I think maybe gets a touch and then unleashes a shot, outside of the foot.
It's an unbelievable finish.
Unbelievable finish.
I mean, he hits it off, he volleys it on the outside of his foot and he kind of fades it in, like outside
It's got
to
a bend
in.
on it.
So it kind of curls into the corner.
And the power was like...
He made it look so easy. But at the same time, if we're going to talk about it from the Spurs perspective, Davies would have been told... Nuno said to him, look, I'm going to play you ahead of Reguilon. Yeah. Just make sure you cover that right-hand side.
Of course,
track the runners. And you could see when it went over the top of his head and the goal went in, you could see that they cut to Davies and Davies like...
But how many times last season did Ben Davies get turned and flipped like a pancake down that side by average teams? Was it Brighton away? I can't remember what. It's literally like, mate, you could see what they're trying to do is single him out so that they can attack him.
Yeah,
he does have good games sometimes, Ben Davies, and he's a squad man. Yeah. If you've got Reggie, right, and you're putting Man United on the back foot, right, more often than Ben Davies can, and then you take that opportunity where Ben Davies got caught out with Ronaldo. If that was Reggie and Reggie got caught out, we'd all be saying, oh, what's Reggie doing? Yeah. But the fact that Ben Davies offered very little threat down the flank, I'd rather Reggie had been there. Because what have we really gained?
It is hindsight, I guess. But, even we said it before the game. We said, if you play Reggie, then what you do is you ask questions of their defence and you can actually pin them back a little bit.
That's what I mean.
That's the thing, that you pin them back.
This was allowing them to us.
But what happens is when you play a more defensive-minded wing-back, you actually invite them onto you a little bit more. They get more control over
and Pierre, Reggie and... Reggie, Pierre and Son have had a little thing going on now for a few games with their little bit surpassing movement. I know we've been crap against West Ham and no shots on target second half, and in this game, the first half, no shots on target. But there was something bubbling along there. To bring in Davis, I thought was a mistake. But the goal itself, look, Ronaldo's something else. That finish, most keepers... That
finish was excellent. I mean, but I would say, though, that that first goal, the top goalkeepers, they do get a fingertip to that, They do.
It'll be a world-class save. He gets his fingers to that. It's a world-class save.
Well, he was close to it.
It was close.
It was close to it.
You can't blame Lloris too much, but I think the ball being lost in possession before Bruno gets it, Lloris had a chance to clear it.
Lloris does have a habit of getting a little bit too close to his near post, I notice. And he did that last season. And on the second goal, I would say a little bit as well.
You mean the Rashford goal as well?
But you can't really blame Lloris at all for the performance. The whole performance... I think we did make them look good. We did, we
made an average United team look good.
We made them look superb, didn't we?
They were quicker to second balls. They were stronger. They were more clinical in their passing.
And Ronaldo, the one that was disallowed, was an unbelievable. That was a world-class finish by Ronaldo.
Yeah. That was the warning signs there.
The warning signs were there. He fades that off the outside of the boot and it curls into the top corner.
We had Sonny making our runs, and it was only Son. They had Ronaldo and Cavani. Yeah. And that was the difference, because Cavani would go one way, Ronaldo would go the other. The second goal for Cavani, that's Ronaldo and Cavani and Bruno, again, linking up. Bruno to Ronaldo. Ronaldo looking for his man Cavani, knows he's made the run. And the touch from Ronaldo and the through ball. Yeah.
And I would have to say, Romero, I was screaming, look at Cavani, look at Cavani, look at Cavani, look at like for about 5 seconds, and it went to Cavani.
Well,
he
sees it too late. He turns his head.
He's got to be aware of what's behind
Anticipation,
him.
mate.
He did that against Wolves in the Carabao Cup, where he sort of steps forward. He doesn't even know there's a runner behind him. He did again. You've got to always be aware of everyone around you at any one time. So for me, that was poor from Romero, but I wouldn't really say he had necessarily a bad game. I thought he was all right. Yeah. The MOURA substitution, man, that for me angered me.
I think taking off Lucas Moura, who had that energy and guile, and he was. I know he can misplace pass. I know he
was
can run
making
into
stuff
walls,
happen, man.
But he was active.
He put in a world-class ball to Sonny, and he should have scored Sonny.
Yeah.
And he put in another great ball in for Lo Celso, who won a free kick. He was the one really like pulling the strings, trying to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
Brought him off, brought Bergwijn on, didn't do anything.
I mean,
you know, it's disappointing. In-game management from Nuno, it's poor.
Yeah.
It's poor. You know, we've always said, you know, he leaves it too late to make changes, and then he makes a change at 60th minute, like the wrong one, like completely the wrong player to bring off, and then he leaves. You know, I hate to say it, Josh, but like Kane, how long are we going to keep putting up with Mr. Dead playing for us? You know, what did he do today? He doesn't get on the shoulder, no aggression, no pace, no quality on the ball. He didn't spread any passes, plenty of mistimed passes though.
Yeah.
It's just, if that was Vinicius playing for us, he'd be back in Portugal by now.
Yeah, Harry Kane's starting to get
on,
worried
man.
now, because this game he had a through ball into Son. Lucas's through ball into Son, where Son should have scored. Harry Kane, maybe one through ball I can remember, if there was one.
I can't remember anything from him, if I'm being
honest.
honest.
There wasn't much. There wasn't much. Was it the
you know,
offside one? I can't remember. But Harry Kane doesn't seem to be anywhere
He
near.
needs to come out the side, man.
Yeah,
He
but look,
needs
the
to.
side's not playing well.
No, but for the morale of the rest of the team, it almost like gets everyone going, right, we're all fighting for the badge now.
Yeah.
You know, if you have one bad apple in the team, everyone's going to go, well, he's playing shit. Why I'm playing shit? Does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, why?
I've got some
you know.
stats here on. I know stats only tell half the story,
Yeah.
but we covered 98 kilometres. United covered 102. So we ran, we tried.
Great.
Touches in the opposition box, 22. United 20. But when you've got Cavani, when you've got Ronaldo, and you've got Bruno, the quality of that.
They
front
had
three,
much better quality on the ball than we did.
You know, made Eric Dyer. You know, he made mistakes.
Made him look like
positionally.
Eric Dyer, didn't
Made
they?
him look like Eric Dyer again. Romero didn't look great today in terms of anticipation. Made some good tackles, Romero, to be fair, but he didn't anticipate well. Ben Davies for the goal, and Emerson was huffing and puffing. And even for that goal, for the last goal, Rashford, Emerson doesn't anticipate Rashford's run.
Yeah.
It's too easy for them, mate. There were massive gaps in United. You know, any team really would have, you know, with a bit of finishing, would have scored against us. It wasn't just because United played well; it was us playing poor.
Yeah, that's the disappointing thing. I don't know who else have we have who else haven't we mentioned?
Let's look at the subs really quickly then. I mean, in terms of subs, Dele Alli came on and huffed and puffed as well.
Didn't do anything. He
took
completely
off-
whiffed a volley, didn't he? Like aired it.
Yeah, he had a chance at a volley. He
aired a
tried to
volley.
figure. I think Nuno's just throwing mud at the wall and hope it sticks now. And his decision making means he doesn't know what he's doing, because, you know, fair enough, you know, players are injured, you can't bring them on, you know, you can't start players. If Reguilon wasn't injured and playable, he's made an error there, because he's gone defensive. Tanguy, for me, should have started over Lo Celso.
Yeah, I would have liked to see
I'm not
Tanguy
saying Lo
start.
Celso was poor, but I just feel Tanguy, in a game like this, with those soft feet coming out to defence, and, you know, the ability to turn a man and
press
drive
resistant.
on, I would have started Tanguy and Reguilon. In fact, I would have stayed with the same team.
Personally, you start with the formula that you know works. What I would say, though, I don't think having Lo Celso on to start, you know, wasn't that much of a bad move. I thought we played all right.
No, it wasn't.
Him and
It
Moura, I
wasn't.
thought, were the
And
bright
Lo Celso had a good
sparks.
game against Burnley.
When Tanguy did come on, I don't think it changed that much, if I'm being honest.
The questionable starting position is Harry Kane. Should Harry Kane be in the starting lineup in the first place?
For me, no. But and I can see why he is, though. It's like, you know, if he gets on to the end of something, he's a great finisher. But the problem is, when you play Harry Kane, he sets the tone, he sets the tempo for the forward line. If he's not closing the ball down aggressively enough and quick enough,
he doesn't.
everyone else doesn't seem to do it either.
Well, we're a man down.
And then when you have, like, let's say your Bergwijn, Son, and Moura, you get something similar to like the Man City game, where they all kind of work as a three, you know, and they're all coming back and they're creating little triangles, little patterns together, and they all move forward together. When you have Harry Kane sort of labouring very far forward, not really trotting around like a show pony, it kind of doesn't create an osmosis effect on the rest of the players around him. And I think I would prefer to have him maybe start off on the bench, just to create a different dynamic, you know, maybe like a fluid front three,
Nuno's running
and then
out of
bring
time.
him on.
He's running out of time. And, you know, if someone's telling him upstairs to start Kane for his value,
I think that's probably what it is.
You know, then he needs to turn around and say, I either start Kane or lose my job. So maybe he needs to start doing what he did with what he did against Man City. Obviously, we had to, because Kane wasn't available, obviously. But go back to that Man City performance.
Yeah,
you know,
let's try
in the
that
way
again.
we just pressed a bit higher, we were quicker to the ball. And it might send a message out to the rest of the team that Kane is not undroppable. And
He's
there
Don
aren't
Corleone.
favourites.
He's Don Corleone. This is what I don't like. This is why I wanted him gone in the summer, because if you play Harry Kane and he puts in these performances, no one's going to take him out. No,
Mate,
it's not going to take him
I
out.
think, is this the ninth
It's Harry
game?
Kane. Why would
Ninth-
you take? You can't take Mr.
ninth game of the
Untouchable
season,
out.
and Harry still hasn't turned up necessarily.
One goal.
I know
nearly
what
in
people will
December.
say: service, and we'll talk about that on the post.
Yeah, we can talk about on the post
show.
show.
You know.